YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So, we've shown you what you need to do to get the FS RM005 and the Mini Z connected to a Noble Pro. And now I'm going to quickly take you through what you need to do to get your NB4 ready and on the correct software so you can run the Mini Zs. It's quite straightforward. I would advise backing up your model memories first. Depending on what version of software you're coming from, depends on whether it will reset the model memories of your NB4. But if you get into the habit of backing them up anyway, if anything ever happens to your NB4, you've got all your model memories backed up and you don't have to go creating, especially on like a crawler, you might have all 8 channels running, a lot of custom endpoints set, saves all the hassle of having to reset them back up. But let's crack on with up on the computer and show you what you need to do to prep your NB4.
Right, so what we're going to want to do now is browse to Flysky's website. So it's www.flysky-cn.com, and then you want to go to flagships, you want to go to Noble NB4, you want to scroll down to downloads and upgrades. And the first thing we're going to download, depending whether you want the FCC version or the normal, well, we run normal because we don't have an issue with range. So then you want to go to your desktop and you want to create a folder. So I'm just going to call it NB499 because it's the 99 update. You want to go in that and you want to save that one. So that's your firmware downloaded. The next thing you're going to want to do is scroll down and you're going to want Flysky Assistant NB4 version 1.1. So we're going to download that and put it in the same folder. And then that's got both bits of software that you're going to need. So we can come off there. So you're going to want to go into your folder. Now if you don't see the icon like this, download and install Winrar. It's a free install, and literally just Google search Winrar and then click download, and you want to download the just the plain installer. So let's get 64-bit version, and you can put that in the same folder. And we can come off here. So literally all you need to do is run that and that'll install for you. I've already got it, so I don't need to run it, so I'll get rid. So we need to unpack these, else it's not going to make a lot of sense to you. So once you've got Winrar installed, you can just go to extract here, and that'll create a little folder, and then you can get rid of the one that you've extracted. And you want to do the same for the Flysky Assistant. And then we can get rid of the extraction folder. So we're going to want to go into Flysky Assistant. You're then going to want to double click on the Flysky Assistant, and then you're going to see this, and then you can click on that to swap it to English, and then we're going to have to connect the NB4. So quite literally just powered up the NB4, connected it to the PC, then you'll see connect successful. You want to click on your model list, and that'll read all your model memories from your NB4. You want to select all, and then you want to select export, and it'll come up with a dialog box asking you where you want to save. So quite literally all I do is choose my desktop, choose your NB4 folder, right click, new one, and then create a folder called backup. Go into the backup folder, and then you need to name it. So just call it backup, or you can put the date or whatever you like. Press save. You'll see it's reading the model memories. So that's exported all your models. If you want to make sure that it's exported them, you can click on load model memory, click your backup folder, click open, and there's all your model memories all safely backed up. Once you've got all this backed up, you can close Flysky Assistant, come out of that folder. You've got your backup there. You can copy that off to USB stick or anything. Then you want to do the firmware update. So you got a quick instruction in there. It's only for the RM005, doesn't add any other functionality. It will reset your model memories if you're updating from 083, but it's always better to do the backup first. So double click on the software, and then it'll detect your NB4, and then you just click update, and that'll run through. Once it's completed, your NB4 will restart. I'm not going to do it on mine because I don't want to bind all my cars back to it again, but your NB4 will restart. You'll get one prompt come up on the screen saying, do you want to upgrade radio firmware, depending which firmware you've come from, but you always click yes. It'll restart, and then all you need to do is go back to your Flysky Assistant. That will detect your NB4. Then you can go to load model, select your backup, and then you want to select all, select check model, and then just click import, and it will write your models all back to your NB4. And once you've done that, you will need to bind your NB4 back up to your receivers, but all your channel settings and everything will be the same. They'll all be saved for you. So yeah, a bit of a pain if you've got to rebind them. You don't always have to do this, depending what firmware you've come from, depends whether it will clear the model memories or not. But as you see, we're on 2099. So right, let's get back to the Mini Z and the RM005 module, and I'll show you how to get it all set up and bound.
Right, so that's got everything ready and set to get it updated. So let's get you a nice close shot, and I'll show you what you need to do to get it all working. Right, so first thing you're going to want to do is remove the base from your NB4, and then you've got the little dongle. So you remove the cover from it. You want the logo facing backwards, so you just pop that in, and then you want to get the controller and clip it back on. So let's get it powered up for you. Right, so let's get you a screenshot of the actual screen and the settings for you, so you can see what we need to change. Right, so the first thing we're going to need to do on this is go into menu. You're going to have to create a new model memory. So you can either overwrite an existing one, or you can choose a new one. Once we've gone into that, you're going to have to go radio frequency setup, and we're going to change that to FHSS. So that gets it ready to bind to the Mini Z. Then you want to come out of that, and you can go into your menu, and you can name it. So and this is a lot easier when you're not behind camera. then just press enter. That'll bring you out, and then we can come out of that menu. You want to go into your RX set and you want to set your bind. Now what you're going to want to do is press and hold the bind plug, the bind button, and then turn on the Mini Z. And then back out of the bind setting, and you'll hear from the Mini Z, you'll get a bit of a twitch, and I have done a bit of looking up since the last video, and both the steering force and gyro gain apparently are for the gyro settings. So what we should have now and then just same as on the other one, I would go into the endpoints and turn these down. I believe we'd got it set at something like 80 on the Pro, so I think it'll be somewhere same on the NB4. Yeah, because you don't want your steering stressing too much. Right, there you have it. We've got one Mini Z all set up, fully functioning on the NB4. So hopefully you find that useful, and you can now have fun with your Mini Zs. But thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. If you like this kind of video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Have a good Christmas, and I really should have put my phone on silent. Catch you guys again in the next one.